Yeah, this is Bang Bang Radio. Please press the like button and subscribe. I used to buy quite a bit of gold. So I'm up in Birmingham, Wolverhampton, them sort of places. And anyway, so I got a phone call saying, look, am I interested in a load of watches? And I said, yeah, what sort of watches? I said, Rolex, Petit Philippe's and all sorts of nice watches, right, yeah? Well, okay. He said, I said, what do I need to come up with? He said, come up with a big bag full, yeah? So I know exactly, me and him talk in this language. I said, yeah, what, mate? I know exactly what he, when he says bag full, half a bag or whatever, I know what he means, yeah? So when he said a bag, I brought the money up. Goes up there, met him, goes to his place, really nice place, yeah? Go there, go to the bedroom, my bedroom, take my bag up, put my bag under the bed, everything's sweet. Go out that night. We go to a bar. What really nice bar, yeah. Anyway, so all of a sudden I'm eating, having a little drink. I don't really drink, as I told you before, having a little drink, eating. And I said to him, "Where's your brother, Winston?" He's got a brother, Winston, yeah. He's how can I say? He's got a big American accent, but with a Wolverhampton accent, you know. He was in America for 15 years, yeah, and he's a bit of an handful, mate. He's about 6'5", maybe a little bit longer, 6'6", about 28, 30 stone, massive. When I say massive, I mean big, massive, big man, mate. And he's got all scars all over his hands, and he's got scars all over his arms as well. And he's been shot about 3 times in the States, yeah. He was involved in big gang warfare in America. I mean, a big gang warfare. I mean, he got cut to pieces, yeah, and a lot of people got murdered out there. And anyway, there was a great big war. It was going on for, I think it went on for quite some time, yeah. He was one of the top gang members, yeah, and obviously so. When he got I think it was the old Bill that shot him. I'm not quite sure what happened. Really happened. I haven't really got into it that much yet, but I know he got shot. You know, I think the old Bill was involved in it because evidently he's come over to this country, hiding. You know, he's come over here to hide, and he's changed his name. The name I'm giving you isn't his right name anyway. I wouldn't do that. But anyway, he's an handful, mate. He's massive. And he don't muck about with him. He don't mess with him. He's always worries about in one of them great big Hummers. You know, Hummers? One of them great big Hummers, 3 or 4-handed, all big lumps, yeah, all big, powerful lumps, all bodybuilders, but big, powerful nuts, yeah. Anyway, so I'm big. I'm 20 odd stone myself. I'm going down there, so he told me, my mate, that these people have been in touch with him and give me a phone number and where I got to go to meet them. I said, look, give me the number anyway, I would chat. And I drove to where I had to meet them. I had a Range Rover with my mate. There's only 2 of us went up there. Drove to meet these people. Had a little chat to them and said, look, you know what you got? I said, look, we've got loads of this. He showed me 3 or 4 Rolexes. Nice, proper nice ones, diamond up. Beautiful, mate. They were proper gear. Don't worry about that. It was no snide. It was proper stuff. And you know, cut the Petit Philippe's. There's some nice Petit Philippe's, right? Really gold, really nice Petit Philippe's. I said, look. I said, where are we going to do it? He said, we'll do it in Dudley. He said, I've got some pals in Dudley. He said, we'll do it around there. He said, you're going to feel comfortable as well. I went, okay. So next day, I took the money, went in the Range Rover. Drove to Dudley where he told us to meet him. I'm sitting there and Range Rover pulls in front of us and another, not like a Range, it's like a Range Rover, I think when he was pulled back of us, yeah? So he can't move. All of a sudden, jumped out the front of the thing, what? They come over with things, hand things, yeah? And I ain't done the side screen. I went, what's that about it? He went, where's the bag? I said, don't be silly, mate, what's happening? He said, where's the bag? Give it right accent, Wolverhampton accent, yeah? I said, you ain't getting it. It went crash. He hit me over the head with the butt of the gun, yeah? He went, let me tell you something. Where's the money? I said, I didn't bring it with me. He said, let me say something, sir. The worst thing you can do is not to bring the money with you, because we're going to take you away and we're going to torture you, mate. We're going to torture both of you. And it's got me trapped in. I can't move. They come out of the night about 9-handed, all over the gaff, all had guns. Where it was, no one really drives around there, quiet area. It's a black country, you know what I mean? Anyway, big long roads there. Anyway, so I went, listen, you don't want that, you don't want this problem, mate, you know what I mean? Just like, leave out, you know what I mean? He went, give me the bag. Well, listen, I know that we're going to get fucking tortures. I know that something's going to really bad happen. My powers, anyway, so I'll give him the bag, yeah? So I said, listen, mate, you're in trouble. I said, let me tell you something. The people I know are going to be looking for you. He said, who's the people you know then? And he shouted his mouth, but I said, Winston. He went, yeah? He said, we ain't fighting Winston, mate. You tell him and all, right? He said, you know, we ain't fighting Winston because it's Winston, it's Winston's money. I went, yeah, it is, isn't it? And there was some sort of, anyway. They'd gone. I'm going mad. I phoned the brother, my mate. I said, listen, they've took the money, mate. I said, there's a bag of money there. He went, you're joking. I said, I'm telling you. And they told me that it's your brother, Winston, that it's down to. It's down. He said, no, I ain't down to my brother. But believe me, my brother wouldn't do that to you, yeah? No way. No way would my brother do that to you. Anyway, so, and they put his name in. He said he got hold of he phoned his brother come down, he come down in the Hummer with these big geezers, and he come in and he said, what's up, mate? And in an American Wolverhampton accent, yeah? I said, listen, this little firm had me over for my bag of money. And they've took it, mate, and they're saying it's down to you, yeah? So he's gone mad, he's gone crazy. He said, I mean, I asked his brother who the people are. So his brother said, look, this and that and that. He said, I went through something anyway. So got the people who done it, yeah. So his brother, Winston, has said to these people, we'll make a meet, eh? Right? No. But he ain't telling them Winston, but the other fella's saying, look, we'll have a meet here. There must be something we can do. Rather than taking all that money, there must be something we can do, yeah? So he's saying, look, there's plenty of aggravation. There's people going to come down and this, that, and he said, can't we have a meet? So they had the meet, but I wasn't on the meet, yeah? The big brother went on, Winston went on. I reckon these people absolutely crapped it. Their arseholes fell out, mate. I was told that Winston done a lot of damage to these people. A lot of damage. Winston come back to me. He gave me my bag of money. It cost me $5 grand. Winston said that he wants $5 grand for me to go and get it. I give him the $5 grand. He went, right. He said, let's go your way. He said, listen, I've got a bag of watches here. He said, do you want to have a deal with me? I went, you're joking. He said, yeah, I've got a bag of watches, have a look. He said, what did they ask for this bag of watches? A bag. He said, I'll tell you what you do. Give me 50 grand and you take the watches. I went, you're joking. He said, I'm going to give you 50 grand and you take the watches. I give him 50 grand. It's cost me 55 grand now for this bag of watches that are worth a bag, which is 100 grand. Mate, I was so happy, do you know what I mean, to go back with these watches, you know. And Winston, I said to him, mate, I said, thanks. He said, listen, the people that done it, he said, they're just arseholes. He said, listen, when they see me pull up in the Hummer, they knew who it was, and they arseholes fell out. They just come over, give me the bag, and that was it. He said, but I ain't left it like that. He said, and there's been a lot of damage being done. He said, all I want to do, you Ray, is give you your money. But in that accent, American Wolverhampton accent, it's hard to understand. but he's as big as an house, you know what I mean? He could have took that. He could have took that. He could have took that bag. He could have took the bag and also the watches and said nothing to me, really. But being the way he is, I swear to God, right? They go, black man ain't this, black man ain't that. Listen to me, let me tell you something. This geezer, if you got him on your side, you know you're sweet, yeah? You know you're sweet. It's still about. I ain't seen him for what? When was the last time? Wow, mate, I ain't seen him for a long, long time. For a long, long time. I've been away, I've been away 20, 10, this IPP's 10, been out 11, 21 years. Before that, I ain't seen him for about 35 years, 30 years, you know what I mean? And this geezer is proper. He's the sort of person you would love on your side, you know what I mean? But he rules that area. He rules that area. He rules all that area around there. Like he rules. Is Dudley and a place called Walsall Highgate. He runs all around that Dudley, Walsall Highgate, Wolverhampton. He runs all that. Birmingham, all the little posse around Birmingham are petrified of him. I ain't even give his real name. I don't give his real name. Do you know what I mean? This geezer, well, he's just too much, mate. You know what I mean? But if I hadn't had him on my side, you know, his brother, and I'd have lost it. His brother would have took the consequences of it, mate. That showed that because I ain't going to take the consequences. His brother would have took the consequences. He had to. You know, he had to because he's the one to give me the phone number, and he one got me to talk to him and all that, you know. Whether or not his brother was involved with the rump, I don't think so, because he knows that Winston's going to get it back, you know. But I'm telling you, mate, fair play to Winston, you know what I mean. And when I got back to London and give them the bag, and I said to them, listen, it's cost me 50 grand, 55 grand. Here's the bag. Here's the 45 grand back. Here's the other 45 grand. You know what I mean? And the watches. You know what I mean? And that's the way business is, isn't it? You know what I mean? I could have said it cost me 100 grand. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't do that. They're my people, and if they found out, that'd be me finished. Yeah, that'd be me finished. So I just give them their 45 large. I'll give them a bag of watches, and they was over the moon. Yeah. They was over the moon, yeah. They give me 2 grand as a little drink, you know. But I was, as I say, I could have took the whole lot. But what's the point? What's the point? You know what I mean? Is it, you know, for what I was getting off them people every month, what's the point of cutting my nose to spite your face? You know, I was, but it could have come unstuck. If it had come unstuck, then I'd have to go back there. Then I'd have to suffer the consequences. I'd have to go back up there with some people, you know what I mean? And it'd be me that would get yourself really, really hurt, big time. Because I ain't going to lose 100 grand, believe me that. They ain't losing 100 grand, mate. You know what I mean? So, in a way, I was so pleased. If it hadn't been for Winston, I'd have never got it back. Never, ever got it back. Never. Oh, you know, it's as easy as that. But anyway, this is Bang Bang Radio. Please press the like button and subscribe. There's a few stories I've got about up there with my mate. Not so much his brother, because his brother, this is the only time his brother ever done something for me. But when he come back from the States, the brother, I picked him up, yeah, and I picked him up off a boat, mate, and he was in a right bad way because he'd been shot and all his face is cut up and his legs have been, arms and everything's been cut up, but it was all healed, you know, but he's still in a bit bad way. I think he got pneumonia or something. You know, I half saved his life in a way, so he owed me a little favour. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Radio. Please press the like button, and I've got some good stories from up there, I'll tell you, honestly, big stories. Bye-bye.